Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL. This is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. So I was actually contemplating leaving this episode until tomorrow because it is Christmas and I like spending time with the family. Any excuse to spend time with the family, honestly. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do this episode tonight or wait till tomorrow, but I hate having to avoid spoilers. I wouldn't be able to go on TikTok. I wouldn't be able to go on Twitter. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 8 of Between Us. The show where Christmas music is playing on my phone because that was TikTok. I opened my phone to put Do Not Disturb on. They were in the bathroom. They were getting it on. They were doing the do. They were getting nasty in the toilet. B and Prince are just adorable as usual, and I want to see more of Juan and Tul, see where they're going to go as well. So yeah, let's jump into episode 8 of Between Us, the series. I had to think for a second. I may or may not have almost said Until We Meet Again. Oh my god. I love that. I love him opening the door and seeing Win and just giving him an annoyed look like, what are you doing here? Second he sees the snacks, oh, come on in. Sit down. Let's have a chat. Okay. So, last episode 7, well, I did episode 6 and 7 together. But episode 7 I had said I would expect in episode 8 that they're kind of going to have to talk more about their feelings and kind of really have that deep conversation. And we kind of get a little preview of that, where Win kisses Team's forehead and then mentions that what he wants from him is a payment of a kiss. And Team saying, okay, do you usually do this? And Win saying, no, you're the only person I charge for a kiss in exchange. And then Team said, all right, then why me? And Win's answer is because it's you, which is a romantic-ish answer when you're young, but as you get older, you start to realize that that's not gonna cut it. Like, nah, sit down. We need to talk. Like, why me? Like, let's get into the details. What are we each looking for here? But when you're young, because it's you, I guess, works, because you're not thinking long term in that point. You're just thinking, wow, this is a relationship we're starting. So that was cute. I guess. I also love that, like, Team is kind of just like, well, you need to help me. Like, at the end of what exactly was that line? They're sitting together on the bed while Win moves up to beside Team. Team takes the paper and he's flipping through the pages and he says, teach me. That was actually really cute as well, where he is trusting, in a way, he's trusting Win a lot more. That's kind of what I'm reading from it. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see how these guys grow. Now let's get to B. Are we gonna get A, B, C? Or are we getting B and Prince? Let's see. Is B really still thinking about this? Like, you can't believe that he likes you back? And you're still trying to are you still trying to figure out how much you like him? Dude, if you're freaking out like this, you really like him. You really, oh, he looks so cute in those glasses. You really like him, dude. Get it together. B is a hot mess who is having issues trying to express himself, but I'm going to complain about some subtitling right here. So Prince is on his tablet looking through on social media the pictures of him and B on the bike, on the moped, and the things people are saying. I'm watching this with English subtitles because I do not speak or read Thai, so I have no idea what people are saying. I don't know if it's bad, I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's just, oh look, it's him and his friend. I don't know. Does that count as a love confession? Is that a love confession? Oh my gosh, squeeze yourself right in. Oh God, euphemism. But is that a love confession? Do we call that a love confession? What? Poor B. He's having a stroke. Oh my gosh, she's going into shock. He is so excited. It's so cute though. I love B and Princess storyline because it's just such a cute little side couple, a cute little side story, and they both really like each other. I'm just also worried, like, where are we gonna go with like fans and him? Like, will he lose work? Like, what if like the show decides not to hire him? What is gonna happen? That's where I'm wondering where this is gonna go. Is it gonna stay nice, light, and fluffy, or are we gonna get a darker storyline with it? Win! Oh my gosh! All right, so they left. They were leaving the apartment, and Win said they're gonna take the bike. Oh my God, he is coupling up. Finds a drink that Team had put in his bag, saying you can do it, and saying this is how he's supporting him through his exams because he can't really, help him study the way that Win can help Team study, all that stuff. And Win says he wants a kiss on the cheek as well. He gets a kiss on the cheek. And they go to school, and Team is telling his friends how he's basically freaking out, only to find out Win posted pictures of their study sessions. So they're like, didn't you guys study till late in the night? Dude! Win! Oh God. And also, love Manau's phone case. Is that animal butts? It looks like a pig, a dog, and a cow. Is that right? Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Alright, bye. I post a picture of him sleeping. Oh my gosh. Win. Who's worse at posting pics, Win or Dean? Because Dean was also secretly taking pics at the aquarium and posted them. No, it's Win, because he took a picture of the dude sleeping. Manau faking her death. I love Sammy. She is so good. It's so weird watching shows like this that basically have are basically in the show COVID doesn't exist, but there's people in the background walking with masks on, a group of people in the garage area watching the whole thing with masks on, at the store in an earlier episode with the glass separation. Like, it's so funny to me, like, having to see them try and film around COVID and pretend COVID doesn't exist, and also all the people staring, trying to see what's going on in the background who look like they may not be actual background actors. Was that a setup for this, or did he think of this last minute? So they're in Win's room and they're talking about the red thread and how the red thread is not strong enough. Win doesn't believe a red thread is strong enough, and Team is telling him that, that's very unromantic, that you don't think a red thread could hold, it's love and true love and blah blah blah. And then he pulls out the hemp cord, and he's trying to say, the hemp cord is stronger and, tie together with this instead of a red thread. So I'm like, is he planning this to be like, we should be like a hemp cord? Or was this like a last minute? No, I just feel like does he really not see the romanticness in the red thread the way Dean does? Oh, Dean sees it's romantic. It was so romantic, he had their first kiss in a classroom with that red thread. Oh God, I love Dean. I love amen. And also the fact that Team thought he was about to tie him up with that cord. Ooh, in his Freddy Krueger shirt. This dad, in front of guests, there is a guest in the house, and he still wants to find a way to make a jab at Juan? Like, how horrible of a father do you have to be? His level. You have to be on his level. What the hell? Juan isn't even home to defend himself. Juan is working at your hotel, okay? And you're complaining about him left and right, even after finding out that he's fixing problems at the hotel. And you were telling him, well, there's problems at the hotel, why don't you go fix it? After he's already done it. Why is this man a father? He just hates his oldest child. That's what it is. It's like one of those situations where he hates the oldest child. And the only person who can go up against him is probably the youngest. Gotta use that young, cute power. I'm the youngest. I'll always be the cutest. How dare you, father? The youngest is the only one who can challenge him because the mom's not doing her job. Woman. Oh. Defend your son. All his children just gonna walk away from him one day. Just all of them just gonna walk away. Like, oh, we can't stand your little attitude. Go fix your own hotel. Team sitting in the middle of a family arguing. Have you ever been over to like a friend's house or like adult stuff? Well, maybe some of you kids might have been like a sleepover when you were a kid. No kids should be listening to this podcast. But like when you were a kid sleeping over at someone's house, or like as an adult going over to someone's house and they're arguing and you're just sitting there awkwardly, like looking back and forth like, I don't want to be here. Can I leave? They're still going at it. I've been in those situations. It is weird. It is weird and it is awkward. And poor Team is just sitting there like, your parents are fighting. Your dad is fighting with your younger brother. Why am I here? Oh God. Memories. Something, some moonlight. And again, as Ryu talks about like what's going on and the pressures that his family, you know, how everything was so much better when the business was smaller. The fact that this dad, because he started a hotel, means that his sons have to study this particular subject to come work at his hotel with. That's not how it works. Like, I understand wanting to create a family legacy business and give something to your kids and pass something on to your kids. But if they don't want it, they're going to crash it into the ground. Case in point, Hess gas stations. Does anyone remember Hess? I don't even know if there's any Hesses anymore anywhere. Don't think so. There's none in my area. What ended up happening, because I know someone who worked at a Hess gas station. The owner of Hess gas station, the company, died. His son took it over and ran it into the ground. And they had to get bought out. There is, in my area at least, no more Hess gas station because of that. That brand was gone. And every Christmas they would do like the trucks and stuff, and the person who I know worked there, their little kid would get all the different Hess trucks and stuff for Christmas and really loved it. And it was like a family tradition kind of thing to continuously make sure you're buying the Hess trucks and whatever the vehicles for Christmas. Yeah, the owner's son, from what I was told, ran it into the ground. Which is why you don't just give your kids things like that. They need to work for it. If your kid does not want to take over or does not show a desire to properly run your company, leave them the hell alone. Get someone else who does. Oh, it's no longer under your family's name. Okay. Get someone else who does. Stop ruining your company because you want to force your child to do something they probably don't want to do. This one could have been gone off being a pro gamer, seeing as he loves playing games so much. Maybe he wanted to be a pro gamer. Maybe he wanted to be a game designer. Maybe he wanted to work in computer tech, whatever. But he couldn't do that because you opened a hotel, so he had to change his dream for you. Sir, oh my God, I hate this father. I'm not taking my own issues and post confident on this man. But right now, he is my least favorite father in the world. And that Scott dude exists. Instead of bringing snacks, woman, could you please go and talk to your husband? You're apologizing on his behalf because the guest had to witness his horrible behavior. Put your husband in his place, woman. Dang it. Yeah. Oh, dang. Having to talk about that stuff with my... Like, also... Alright, hold up. Let me get in my headspace here. So, her guest just witnessed her husband talking badly about one of her sons, okay, get into an argument with her youngest son, and now have the middle child saying, Dad, I need to talk to you alone. Could you please get my brother out of this room so I can have this discussion? He has witnessed family drama, and you want to be all, so is my son dating anyone? Because he never, tells me about this stuff. And it's not the time. I know she's probably trying to calm down the situation and move away. She chose a bad topic because, Team doesn't know how to answer because he doesn't want to overstep anything. And he and Win technically haven't said, yes, we're together. They've kind of just said, yes, we're talking. They haven't explicitly been like, fine, we're boyfriends. Like that, they're in that. Everybody knows they're together, but they ain't talking about the fact they're together phase. That thing. But dang, that's the topic you choose. You couldn't just ask him about his life. Oh, how are you enjoying your university so far? What made you decide to join the swim team? Oh, you're a scholarship. I hope you're doing well in your classes. Well, stay for dinner. Anything. Talk about him to get his mind off of what he just witnessed about your messed up family. And also, I gotta give Team props for that line. I should give the writer props for that line. Every family, where he talks about how every family has their issues, and it's like, yeah, every family has their issues. And for Woo, I feel sorry for him because we don't know how bad the family had it before they were able to branch out and make their hotels larger and make themselves a bigger brand. So he does have memories of the good times from when he was a little kid, and he wants to go back to the little kid phase where everybody was always home and everyone was always happy. But we also don't know, because he's looking at it through the kids' lens. Like, think of it like when kids' parents divorce and they're like, no, mom and dad should get back together because we were a perfect family. Those kids didn't see what was really going on, like the hardships mom and dad were actually going through behind the scenes, because mom and dad were protecting them from the fights and the bickering and all that stuff. And it could be the same thing where he didn't see the crap that was going on before. He made, like, yes, our family always took vacations, but maybe they were always taking vacations because mom was like, you know what, you need to relax because every time you come home, all you do is drink and you get in my face. So now on the weekends, we're just going to go away and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to spend time with your sons. We don't know what it was like before. It could have actually been horrible. It could have been going away on vacations, and the entire time the dad is complaining to the mom, but in front of the kids they're all smiles. We don't know. So it also goes to Woo having like the little kid imagination of how he may have viewed everything, but we don't actually know how everything was, if everything was that good or if everything was that bad. His rose-colored glasses are on. Maybe the glasses were clear. Even Win is saying that everything was better then. So again, it might be a thing where the kids remember a happy time and the dad just remembers struggling. That might actually be it then. Because he's saying not only did they go on many trips, but dad actually helped them with their homework and was always home on time and all that stuff. And those things definitely are very important when you're a parent, to just be present. It's just being present. One thing I've learned, you don't even need to really give kids things as long as you're there. It's like when they're teenagers or when they're just like preteens and teenagers, when you're like, all right, now I gotta buy you crap to get out of my face. But when they're younger, they don't need anything. I have had my kids turn down playing with toys just to go cuddle on the couch, or watch TV together, or just go in the room, or just to have me in the room with them. I don't even need to touch anything. I just need to sit there while they play, and they look at me and go, "Mommy, do you see this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I see it." They just want you to be there. They just want you to be present. And he probably hasn't been present in a long time. He's just a horrible dad. He needs to be retrained. Retrain him, Win. Also, Team leaving because he's just feeling really awkward now as he's thinking about, oh wait, what is our relationship? Oh, I feel for you. How many shots did they take of him eating that cookie though? That's what I want to know, because that cookie looked like it would already took a bite out of it. I just started thinking about Tyler Perry Studios. Has anyone ever thought of doing something like that in Thailand, where it's like rows of houses? Like, they have a bunch of places here like that too. Like in Hollywood, or, it's like rows of houses. They look like houses on the outside. They may even be furnished on the inside, but they're all just studios. They're all just studio houses, and that way they have a street to shoot on and houses to shoot in and in front of, and that way they're not filming people's actual houses or businesses, because it's all like just a made up or a street made up to look like a row of houses. Is there anywhere like that in Thailand? And think of how much like they would save. Well, they wouldn't save. Whoever owns that row of houses would be banking all the different shows they can sell to BL and GL. Like the House of the Stairs, like this Lita house, all that stuff. They're all on just one row. And then all the BL fans who would just go to visit that one row of houses so they can take pictures. And this was the house where they had sex. Oh, look, it's the garage. This is the garage where he threw him up on a car. That's all BL fans would be doing. This is the nightclub where they had sex in the bathroom. That is a conversation for him and Farm, not for him and ABC. I feel like him asking about what does it feel like to be in love. I really wish they could have gotten Fluke for him and Fluke. Well, they did kind of have that conversation. It didn't really go. They did. They did have that conversation in the stands, I guess. I guess the next best thing is to turn to ABC Crew. ABC Dance Crew. America's Best Dance Crew. Yep, y'all remember that? Just me. Am I that old? My bad. And everybody like, we know you and Win are getting it on, sir. We know it's you and Win. Let's see, that time y'all followed each other to the bathroom and never came back? He doesn't think he gets treated differently from others? Oh, team, you blind, sweet boy. Everyone just told you. You and B both skipped a swim practice, and who had to stand there like a little puppy? Treats you the same as others? You think he only gives you a ride to school because you live in the same building? Or drives with you to school because drives your car to school with you because y'all live in the same building? Tul lives in that building too. Has he ever carpooled with Tul? No. Sir. But I also do love that ABC, they're really having this as a serious discussion and not doing any comedic stuff, because they're like partially the comedic relief the comedic relief of the show, and in this tone they're definitely playing it very serious, and I really like that. It shows like these guys, they can do their little jokey joke and comedic timing stuff, but then they'll also get to the, all right, it is time to sit, and it's time to really look into how you feel about P-Win. I love it. Especially the guy who plays C. I was worried he might not be able to do serious, but he's doing serious. I like it. T was always following behind Win. Like when they met up to walk to the cafe, he followed behind Win. After leaving the cafe, he follows behind Win. Going to the locker room, he follows behind Win. Going to the hotel room, he follows behind Win. Just thought of something. It was daylight out when they were at the cafe. Those drinks are still there. The ice seems to still be in it. The frap seems to has not melted. What? How does time work? And they're not even drinking it. Like last time I bought a drink at like Starbucks or wherever coffee places. By the time I got home, that was melted. How did I not melt it? How close is the cafe to the apartment? But also, if the cafe is that close to the apartment, how is it already night? I have questions. But also, it is interesting. I love how Win has figured out that Team remembers everything when it comes to him. Hey. And I was fully expecting okay, so this is how I'm going to tutor you. I saw that in what did I watch or read where that was the tutoring session, because that's how they remember things. What was that? Where did I watch that? I don't even think it was a BL. I think it was just a straight romance or something like. It was a woman, and she had to get into the. Yo, I just remembered. It's Soul Plane. It was the stupidest movie ever. I hated that movie. It was so bad, but it was Snoop Dogg. It was Kevin Hart. My friends were all, oh my god, we love Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart. We have to watch Soul Plane. It was such a bad movie. But yeah, the girl landed the plane. I remember now. That's how she landed the plane. He could pass the test like that. If you watch Soul Plane, you know what I'm talking about. Team, you sweet, sweet summer child. So he gets a B. He gets to keep his scholarship. And when Farm and Manow are like, hey, we should ask Win to tutor us as well, because he was able to get you to a B, even though they both have A's, which tell me y'all don't need tutoring. Y'all just need to keep doing what you're doing. You're passing your classes. But anyway, they were like, oh, we should have him tutor us as well. And Team is all, nope. He's gonna charge you. No, sir, he's gonna charge you. He would never charge Farm. Dean would come for him, and he'll never charge Manow because glasses. he looks sweet and innocent and tall, but he'll probably hurt a Win if he tried something. Yes, this scene. So are we gonna get more of Win and Team at the Christmas lights? So it's it looks like they just replayed the old show scene, I believe. Yep, her hair looks a little different. Looks juicy. Oh wow. You and it's also fitting that this episode comes out on Christmas Day. I just realized that. Manow and glasses! Oh, she's like, yeah, let's just go home. She went to go see glasses. Ooh. Winnie the Pooh. Oh my god. Isn't that what his thing there? He gave him a key? Oh, I just saw the card thing it's on. Oh my god, he gave him a key with Winnie the Pooh on it. Oh, that is actually really sweet. That is really sweet. That is very romantic. It's romantic when he gives you a key. Okay? Oh my god. Winnie the Pooh. I can't get over that. He gave him a key. Oh, with Winnie. Oh, that's too cute. It's too cute. You're not gonna forget whose room this key is for. Oh my god. Alright. So it ended with them saying they're going to go see the Christmas lights. If you want to know what happened at the Christmas lights, you need to go watch Until We Meet Again. If you're still one of the people who's like, what, do we have to watch Until We Meet Again? Because it's so sad. And Earth and Cal's characters. We do not care. Okay? They have scenes from Until We Meet Again in between us. And because the storyline is following along the same storyline-ish, what happens at the lights isn't until we meet again. Go watch it. And we see in the next episode, they're wishing each other Happy New Year over the phone and saying they hope that next time they get to spend New Year together. I hope so too. One thing I want to bring up real quick. So one of the biggest differences now I see with Dean and Win, but it also could be because Team and Win haven't really had the discussion yet. Dean, the second he's in front of his parents, who is this guy? Oh, my boyfriend. Oh, Dad, yeah, this is my boyfriend. Grandma, meet my boyfriend. Like, he does not care. He's letting the whole world know, like, yeah, oh yeah, this man's mine. He does not give a damn. He is holding on to this relationship. While with Win, he's like, oh, this is a junior from my faculty, and he's not like, this is the person I'm kind of dating right now. Like, not even that, just this is the junior from my faculty, which of course makes it hard on Team, because he's like, oh, okay, I guess I can't tell anyone we're dating outside of our friends. Yet Win is like posting him on social media, and you know, like, everybody can see that they're together, like something's going on. So that, I would say, is the biggest difference between, other than their outer dress, their dress, their styles. That's one of the biggest differences between Dean and Win. They are very similar in many other ways, and I can see why they're friends. Couldn't really tell why they were friends until we meet again, but now watching Between Us, it's like, yes, of course they're best friends. This makes complete sense. They're both naughty and serious and all, I'm so grown up. Love this episode, by the way. Cannot wait for next episode. And the next episode is going to be about New Year's Eve. Let's see. New Year's Eve is rapidly approaching, so Sunday will be New Year's Day. Is the next episode coming out on New Year's Day? That would be next week. Okay. Will I see y'all on New Year's Day? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. You might get this episode on Monday. Or you might get it on Tuesday. It just kind of depends. So let me know what you thought of this episode of Between Us. Are you as excited as me for the next episode and to see where this goes, and hopefully get a win just telling everybody, like, no, this is my boyfriend. Like, I want that. Same way Dean did that with Parm, I want that with Team and Win. Please. And I also want to see Win be able to comfortably be like, yes, we are together, because he's not comfortable in it yet, because he's not sure how serious Win is. He's kind of waiting, but he's also not having the conversation. He didn't have the conversation. He held back on it. He needs to have the conversation with Win of, okay, what exactly are we? Where are we going with this? So that he can feel more comfortable. And also who can I tell? Like, my friends obviously know, because they're not idiots. Same way you and your friends know, because you're all dating us. All three of you just put your targets on us and took us. Who can I talk to? Who are you comfortable with me telling? Talking about a relationship. Are we public? Are we not public? What are we? They really need to have that conversation. I can't wait for them too. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Time for BL, where this time we are reviewing Between Us episode 8. We finished it. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and good night, whatever it is, wherever you are.